Hello students, welcome to Pathak's Computer Academy online classes. From today, we start the lecture for class 10th CBSE board students. The first topic is Introduction to Internet. So let's start. The contents we covered today are the basics of internet, what is World Wide Web, web server and web client, define websites and web pages, difference between news groups and blogs. After that, we will learn about email and what is uploading and downloading in internet. So start with the introduction. So, internet is a global communication system that links together thousands of individual networks. So what it means? It means a small network are combined together and make a big network for communication. That system is known as internet. It allows exchange of information between two or more computers on a network. Okay? Thus, internet helps in transfer of messages through mail, chat, video and audio conference, etc. I am reaching out to you with the help of internet. Okay? So, if we discuss about the history, internet was evolved in 1969, a very long way back, under the project called ARPANET. And ARPANET stands for Advanced Research Projects Agency Network, which are used to connect computers and different universities and for US defense. But later on, in 1990s, the internet working of ARPANET, NSFNet, and other private networks resulted into internet. So we all laymen also can use internet and communicate from one end to another. Therefore, if anybody asks what is internet, you can say in a single line, that is, internet is a global network of computer networks or network of networks. Clear? I think it is very clear to you what is internet. So let's start how internet works. All the computers on the internet communicate with one another using a protocol. Protocol means some rules and regulations. And that rule and regulation are known as TCP IP. Here, TCP IP stands for Transmission Control Protocol oblique Internet Protocol, which manages the transmission of either files, documents, data, whatever on the internet by breaking these data into a smaller pieces of chunks, and that chunks are known as packets. These packets are transferred towards the network and safely received by the endpoint. And all these are happening under the protocol known as TCP/IP. I will discuss this protocol in detail in next lecture when I talked about internet protocol. Here, each packet contains actual data and address part, because the whole data are divided into various small packets. Thus, every packet should have a source and destination address. Thus, all these packets are reached safely to the endpoint as well as to the desired location. Now, you know about how internet works. Now, what can I do on the internet? As one thing is already clear, that with the help of internet we communicate almost instantly with anyone in the world who are connected with the internet. Other than this, we do a lot of things like sending emails, looking up news, weather report, health, sports result, and government information. We all are doing online shopping. We can do all our banking, taxes, and business. We can share our photo and video collection. We can download and watching movies, reading books, and so on. Okay, when I uploaded this video, you can also watch my video, which is possible with the help of internet, because you have the internet facility. Thus, you can do these mentioned things. Now, how do I connect to the internet? First thing is, the question arises in your mind. There are a lot of ways to access the internet. The first mechanism was developed is known as dial-up network, which makes telephone calls to an ISP. ISP stands for Internet Service Provider, and uses coded scratches and sequels to transmit data. Okay. After that, DSL, digital subscriber line, which uses a special modem. Modem means modulator, which can transfer our data from digital to analog and vice versa. To transform your existing phone line into a high-speed phone line. And this DSL is the most common type for broadband connection. Whenever you needed broadband, you have to search for the DSL line. Other than this, you can use a Wi-Fi technology that can be in the terms of 3G, 4G network, which are easily available in your mobile phone, through which you can connect to the internet. So I think now you are aware about what is an internet. Now move on to the next topic, World Wide Web, or you can say that WWW. So the World Wide Web, or you can say that simply a web, is an internet based service which uses common set of rules known as protocols to distribute documents across the internet in a standard way. Okay. First thing is that internet is used to communicate, while World Wide Web is a service is given to the person with the help of internet. Clear? So it is a collection of websites or web pages stored in web servers and connected to the local computers through the internet. For example, you are using your laptop and you have an internet facility. With the help of web browser like Mozilla, Chrome, you are searching for google.com. This google.com is a web server where you typed something. For example, what is www? Then this search engine searches the data related to www and shown you a various websites and web pages where the definition of www or the description about the World Wide Web is given. Thus, from there, you can connect your local computer with that data. Okay? Users can access the content of these sites from any part of the world over the internet using their devices such as computers, laptops, cell phone, etc. Next, again, the World Wide Web or web is a part of an internet. The web is viewed through web browser such as Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, etc. When I talked about the history for www, then it is invented in 1991 by Tim Berners-Lee. At that time, he was a consultant at CERN in Switzerland. CERN stands for European Organization for Nuclear Research. The web is a distributed information system because wherever you are, you can access the content, and that content are kept anywhere else in the part of the world. And these information in the web is connected by hyperlinks. We will discuss what is hyperlink soon. Now, the basic question arises. Then what is the base difference between internet and World Wide Web? In a simple way, when we connect computers, then we are basically talking about the internet. And when we talked about we are connecting people, then it is known as World Wide Web. Clear? Information that travels over the internet does via a variety of languages known as protocol. While in web, it uses the HTTP protocol. HTTP stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol. We will discuss these things later on. Don't bother about that. Okay? So, whenever anybody asks about what is the difference between internet and www, first one is interconnection of computer networks are known as internet, while the massive collection of web pages are known as World Wide Web. Second thing, connecting computer relates an internet, while connecting people related to www in a simple way. This is the basic difference between internet and www. Now, what is web server? As the name suggests, server. It is system that delivers content or services to the end user over the internet. Okay? For example, YouTube. YouTube is a site where you can watch videos on various content. But these contents are kept in a particular server of Google, and that server is known as web server. Clear? Okay, so my line is very clear to you. Web server is a computer where the web content is stored. Basically, web server is used to host the website. For example, you have created a website where you write your blogs. Okay, and you want that your website should be launched over the internet so that anybody can access from the whole world. This can be possible when your website are located or stored in some web server. Okay, clear? Now, what is website? Website is a collection of web pages, while web server is a software that respond to the request for web resources. They searches whatever you have requested, that content or resources are stored in the web server or not. If it is founded, then that content will be displayed on your web browser. Otherwise, an error will be occurred. Now, what is web client? Web client means web browser. Simple. From where you can send your request to a particular server. Okay. Web client, web browser is a computer application running on a user computer and connect to a server. I already told about that. And example are various like Chrome, Mozilla, Internet Explorer, Edge, etc. Web browser, just like a web client, which is a software program that allows a user to locate or access the web pages from the web server. Clear? Browser translates web pages and website using HTTP protocol into human readable content. Okay, that's why whenever you are surfing any website, that will be start with http colon double slash www dot whatever it is .com .org .edu etc. Clear? Now website and web pages we already discussed. Again, I'm going to revise that. As the name suggests, web page is a document, or you can say that it is a single page of the website which are displayed in your web browser. While a website is a collection of web pages. Okay, and that pages are connected with various mechanism. Whenever you click a link provided by a search engine like Google, Yahoo, you are accessing a web page which are stored in a web server. Clear? So whenever anybody asks about what is the difference between website and web pages, first difference is that web page is a single document display on the browser, while website contains more than one pages. The website addresses is free from any such extension like .html, .php, while web pages have these extensions. If you are creating some HTML file, then the extension will be .html. But in website, you can see that www.google.com, www.yahoo.com, facebook.com. Okay? A website is simply a place that allows developers to display the content and attach hyperlink. While a web page is a content or a document that is to be displayed on the website. Clear? As I'm going to give you the example that here you can see that I am designing my website for you all. Soon it will be available on internet. So here I am preparing the website. Here you can see that all these web pages, 9th page 1, 9 underscore page 2, .html, so on, are web pages. It is a single page. And these single pages are connected with something known as hyperlinks and create a website. Okay, I'm going to show you. It is start with the index. Now, my basic home page is going to be open. It will take some time. Don't bother about that. It's opening now. It is a basic page. Okay, it's still uploading here. This is my home page of my website. Okay, now here you can go to the menu courses. Whenever I clicked on a particular link, a new page will be opened. Here you can see that courses.html will be opened. Okay. Now, a new page will be displayed. Class 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, all data will be available here. Whenever I clicked on, I have completed my 9th standard computer application subject. Whenever I clicked on here, a new page will be opened. Here you can see that 9th underscore page 1 dot HTML. And the content will be shown a PDF of the first topic and the video related to that, which I already uploaded on YouTube. System is very slow. So here you can see that a video and a particular PDF is uploaded here. So I think it is very clear to you. What is the difference between website and web pages? So move on to the next. Now, what is web address? As I told you that any website should have to be stored in a particular server. Okay. And the address of that server is known as web address. And that address is known as URL, Uniform Resource Locator. It is an internet name that points to a location where a file or directory or website is hosted. Okay. This URL contains the following information: the protocol used to access the resource, either HTTP or HTTPS. S stands for security. Second thing is the location of the server, means IP address or domain name. Third thing is the port number on the server. What is port number? In a web server, there are a lot of websites are hosted, not a single one. So each website have a unique port number, but it is an optional one. Clear? So example of protocol used are HTTP and HTTPS. Next, a unique name obtained by a domain name registration service is used. Okay. The domain is listed after the unique name and a port number listed. If no number is listed at the end of the address, the default port number is used based on the protocol in the web address. That can be a default one. For example, port number 80 is used for surfing on a internet. And how these unique name can be obtained? There are a lot of web hosting provider are available like GoDaddy, from where you can obtain a website address. They charge something for your website address. Here you can see that my website is jagannathpathak.info. I have created this one and hosted on a particular server. But first of all, I have to purchase that unique name, Jagannath Pathak. And after that, I have uploaded my website. I think it is very clear to you. Now, move on to the next. What is email address? I hope everyone have an email address for mailing. Thus, an email address is a designation for an electronic mailbox that sends and receives messages known as email. Since the 1980s, all email addresses follow the same format at the rate. Unique name, then after that at the rate, and the extension .com, .org. Thus, it have two main parts. First one is username and then domain name. Again, you have to create your account on a particular web server. For example, Google. And in Google, Gmail is a domain name. Gmail.com. Clear? Thus, for example, my Gmail account is him.786. That is unique to me. No other person related to him.786 is eligible. After that, at the rate, and then the domain name known as gmail.com. So here you can see my mail account, and you can use this account for sending and receiving mails. Okay. So move on to the next topic. News groups and blogs. What is news group? It is similar to email, but the difference is that instead of sending our messages to someone to a particular recipient, this message is posted on a bulletin board where anyone can read it and respond. Okay? For example, any news channel website from where bulletin will be arrived and you can watch and respond it if you want. While a blog is a type of website usually maintained by an individual with regular entries of news on a particular subject, description of events, graphics, or videos. Okay, you can share your ideas or views on a particular item or on a particular subject, and that page is known as blog. Here I am also using my blog known as www.sastacourse.com. If you go there, my personal views on a particular topic will be shown. Okay, and this website is already hosted, but there are a very few pages I have added, so on. So it will take time. My internet is very slow. Here you can see that. It is a very basic one. For example, if I clicked on online, then the category related to online, all the blocks related to online will be shown here. Soon you will be see what I have created. It will take time. Now, here, that first blog is that list of free certificates on Python. I have created a blog which facilitates you, which provides you information from where you can do the certification course on Python. If you clicked on this, a blog will be appeared as a web page. Okay. Here, I have given what is Python, why it is needed. After that, I have done some course on Python to show you. And after that, I have given the list where you can do the free certification course from various sources like Coursera, Upgrade, Sailor, Great Learning. That's all. So it's my view. Other than this, there can be a various list of certification course on Python language. But in my view, whatever I have included, I have created a blog. So I think it is very clear to you what is blog. So using Newsgroup, people can share their views on any topic according to their interest, while blogs are virtual diaries created by individuals and stored on the internet. Now the last topic, what is uploading and downloading? As the name suggests, downloading means receiving data or a file from the internet on your computer. As I have typed www.sastacodes.com, so my website are hosted on some web server. I have requested from my browser that website should be opened in our browser. Thus, we have receiving the data which are available on the internet. So examples of downloading include when you download a file, you will start the download by clicking a link to that file. And what is uploading? Uploading means sending data or a file from your computer to somewhere on the internet. As soon as I have completed this video, I will upload my video to the YouTube in my own channel. That is the example of uploading. Okay? Or you are posting some photos on the social media site in your account. That is known as uploading. I think it is very easy, and you are know about what is downloading and uploading. But how these messages are sent? Generally, these are sent by a protocol known as SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. Okay. For example, if someone sends a message to a user at gmail.com, the mail server will first make sure that there is a mail server responding at gmail.com. Okay, there should be a web server known as Gmail. And if so, it will check with the mail server to see if the username is valid, whether in gmail.com that username, for example, him.786, is available or not. If the user exists, the message will be delivered to the particular recipient. For example, him.786@gmail.com. Okay, that's all for today. Today we learned the basics of internet and the concept of WW. In the next class, we will see internet protocols, various internet protocols used in various purposes in detail. Thank you so much.